hurry! Like the video before time runs out with your pinky finger. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite glider/umbrella in Fortnite. Alright, so things are really heating up for Season 9 in terms of the storyline. As if it wasn't already interesting enough, yesterday we discovered there is what appears to be a card showing a rocket missile in the new and improved pressure plant control room. As such, the floodgates have been opened to a number of insanely interesting theories. I want to go over even more today in this video. We've got a lot to cover, so let's just get into it. Make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new for all the latest and greatest daily Fortnite content. Also, check me out on caffeine.tv to get added and possibly even get a gift. Link will be below. I feel like we've talked about an entire month's worth of Donald Mustard location changes in the past week alone, and it continues today. It seems like he's changing it literally every day, which is crazy. And it's funny because we actually have 2 changes to go over. That's right. In the past 12 hours, he's changed it twice. So let's go ahead and show you what it is now. Currently, it says beach. Now, this is exactly what it said about 4 days ago, if you recall. He changed it back to say beach. However, this is what he changed it to this morning. Last night, after I uploaded my video, he changed it again. This is a screenshot courtesy of Fort Tory of what his location said last night. It said planning. Now, in yesterday's video, I showed you that it said preparing. So he changed it from preparing to planning to beach. Preparing and planning are pretty much synonyms. They mean exactly the same thing. Effectively, he doubled up and reiterated on that statement by saying they're preparing and planning. We're not sure what he's referring to by that, but my best guess is the pressure plant and the Fortnite map in general is preparing and planning for the CATTUS to launch his attack. Now, he also changed it to say beach again, which, like I said, he previously had his location set to. So he's also reiterating on that. I said in a video a couple days ago when he first put it to beach that it could be referring to Lazy Lagoon, seeing as there is somewhat of a beach there and it's relatively close and on the path to pressure plant, which we assume the creature is headed towards. Could Lazy Lagoon seriously be the next site of the CATTUS's attack? We've still probably got a week or two until the event happens, so I wouldn't doubt it. It's likely got to make at least one more stop before it gets to the pressure plant. The first theory of the day comes to you courtesy of Wannabe in Iconic Clan, and he says, may I just say, there is a possibility that all the footprints are stomps because it can't fly, but it doesn't make a footprint unless it stomps. As a result, he hit the wire on purpose. So, of course, he is referring to the footprints that are scattered across the map right now, namely in Snobby, Pleasant, and near Loot Lake. Those are the 3 sites the CATTUS has attacked thus far. Now, if you look at the map and look at these 3 places that have been attacked, they are pretty spread out and far apart, yet there are only a handful of footprints. This has led lots of people to believe that the creature has flight capabilities, because otherwise how would it not leave footprints? After all, it did leave a huge trail of footprints after it broke out of the iceberg initially, so where are the other footprints? It has to have flight capabilities, right? That's what we thought for the longest time, and it still could be true, but it seems as though lots of people are abandoning that theory ever since this poster came out in regards to the CATTUS. It says, when danger strikes, take the high ground. Why would people take the high ground if the creature could just fly straight up to them and attack anyway? This must be implying that the creature can't fly. If it can't fly, then why is it not leaving footprints like it did when it first escaped from the iceberg? I think we may have an answer. If you take a look at the first footprints that appeared, they were in the snow. Clearly, if you're walking in snow, you're going to leave a trace behind. It's just a fact. Try walking in the snow and not leaving footprints. It doesn't happen. On the flip side, when the CATTUS attacked Pleasant, Snobby Shores, and Loot Lake, those areas did not have snow. Therefore, in a way, it kind of makes sense for it not to leave a giant trail of prints. Going back to the theory I just showed you about a minute ago, he says maybe the reason it's not leaving footprints is because it's not stomping into the ground like it did on the site of 3 attacks. Let's face it, it's gonna take a good amount of force to break in a house at Snobby, Pleasant, and the factories west of Loot Lake. Maybe the creature isn't leaving footprints behind all the time because there isn't snow, and maybe the reason he did leave footprints at the sites of his attacks is because he pressed down really hard and stomped the ground intentionally. And if so, if he did intentionally attack these places and it's not him just randomly roaming around the map, that would mean he intentionally hurt the cord. He intentionally, on purpose, tried to hurt and damage the cord. But what could his intentions be? Like I pointed out in yesterday's video, what if he's going after the cord to set off a power surge, knocking out the power on the map, and therefore rendering the potential missile at Pressure Plant that may be used against him useless? Or at the very least, to distract Singularity, who I am willing to bet is going to play a huge role in defeating this creature if it gets to that point. Another potential explanation as to why there are limited footprints on the map when it apparently can't fly comes to you from Alex, who says maybe the creature can burrow/dig underground. What do you think, Dr. P? I think it's not likely. If it was burrowing or digging underground, I feel like we would be able to see the areas in which it did dig underground, maybe create some kind of tunnel, but for all we know, there's been no sign of that at all anywhere on the map. Not only would it have to dig under the ground, but also it would have to resurface, and both of which would be very visible. The entrance and the exit points should be visible on the map if that's the case. I don't think this is true, but then again, what do I know? Anything's possible. The next theory comes to you courtesy of the Funinator. I hope I said that right, but he says in reference to the updated Pressure Plant hole, it could possibly be a cage. Pressure Plant or the cage was built over an open volcano. They could possibly burn the monster. It's a good point. It was built directly in a volcano. I don't care that the volcano already erupted. I don't care about any of that. There is still, most likely, active volcanic activity directly below the Pressure Plant. Just because they built over the lava doesn't mean it's still not under the ground. And as far as that hole goes down, it wouldn't surprise me if their plan is to capture the creature, cover the hole, and then literally use the volcano to their advantage and use the natural environment to help defeat the creature by burning it alive. How's that for a twist? Next up, we've got Curly Fry, who says, it came to my attention after getting today's Fort Bite, number 100, that there is actually a battery level, as if he's recording everything he's written down, so maybe we'll see a video of everything he wrote and see what's in front of him. Of course, in this theory, when he says he is referring to Bunker Jonesy in the Fort Bite image. Now, of course, we know this is the completed Fort Bite image, but if you take a look at what you can actually see in game, this is currently what we're at. In the bottom right hand corner, you can definitely see what appears to be a battery level, and it looks to be about 40% full. Is it possible that this picture that we're gathering information for is actually a snapshot of an entire video that Bunker Jonesy recorded with some kind of a camera while he was stuck inside the bunker? Maybe this video will be revealed at the end of the season, and maybe it will have some very, very telling information. I've kind of got this feeling that the contents of this recording he made may be revealed as a part of the intro cutscene to Season 10. That's kind of just my gut feeling. Next, we've got DeMurphy Bro YT, who says, in reference to the rocket theory at Pressure Plant, that's why the rocket-shaped lake is in the middle of Neo Tilted. It's no secret at this point that the lake that is surrounding the Singularity statue in the middle of Neo Tilted is shaped a lot like a rocket. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks, really since the start of Season 9, truthfully, and how we could be seeing a rocket launch in some way in Season 9. Now, with the recent addition of the rocket card at Pressure Plant, this becomes an even hotter topic of discussion. Is it possible that Singularity is setting up this rocket and is responsible for its creation? Maybe she's going to be the one to press the button and hopefully have it go and destroy the Cattus. Obviously, the only other time we've had some kind of a rocket/missile launched in the game was back in Season 4 with the Visitor. With the recent leaks and additions of what appears to be a rocket in the game, is it possible that this could in some way be connected back to the thing, back to the main event that started everything, the Visitor and his rocket launch? We know that the Visitor's rocket was rifted away into some other dimension via the rift in the sky. Is it possible after leaving it could be making a cameo and returning to the game? Maybe the Visitor's rocket launch back in Season 4 was absolutely calculated so he could return in Season 9 and save the map. Guys, we're just getting started, and truthfully, the theories are gonna get more crazy from here. We're closing in on the event. Every day has the possibility for something new to get added to the game, for some big update to happen. I'm excited. Of course, I will keep my eyes peeled, and if there's anything I find out, I will relay that to you in a video as soon as I can. Please keep commenting and tweeting me your theories. I love to read them, and I love to give credit where credit's due and feature you guys on my videos. Drop a like, subscribe, and check me out on Caffeine. I'll catch you in the next upload, and until then, take it easy, and peace.